So you just watched a couple of videos about fog that showed a fog moving around in Chicago and about a cat sneaking around. So you need to get out your Venn diagram page and you need to get out your little post-it notes. I have these little post-it notes, but you can also use this size. And then what I do to make them smaller is I just cut them right in half so that you have smaller little pieces of paper to write on. We're going to be sticking our notes on this chart. Now, a Venn diagram is called a graphic organizer. It helps us organize things. And it's named a Venn diagram because it was invented by a man named John Venn in the 1880s. It was a long time ago. So the Venn diagram's been around for a long time. A Venn diagram helps us to find out what is alike about two things and what is different about two things. And then fancy words for that are called comparing and contrasting. So comparing is finding out how things are alike, and contrasting is finding out how things are different. Go ahead and make sure your name is on your paper. You will be turning this into your teacher at school. Now, the two things Carl Sandburg talks about in his poem Fog are cats and, of course, fog. So those are the two things that we're going to be comparing and contrasting in our Venn diagram. So at the top of one side, you're going to write fog on the line, and on the top of the other side, you're going to write cats. Now we're just going to focus on cats for a minute. We'll start with cats. So I'm just going to cover this up so we're not even worried about fog right now. After watching the video, or if you have a cat at home and you've been around cats, what are some things that describe cats? What are some words that tell about cats? And I'm going to give you a second to think of some words and write some on your post-it notes and stick them on your Venn diagram. So think of some words that tell about cats, describe cats, okay, and stick the words on your Venn diagram. So hit pause for a second on the video while you do that. Okay, now you should have some post-it notes in your Venn diagram telling about cats. And I came up with a few too. And if you want to add mine to yours, that's okay. And I wish I could see yours. That's what kind of makes this homeschool thing a little trickier, is that it's harder to share. But one thing I have is cats are furry, all right? So that's a thing that cats are furry. Another thing I have are that cats hide, or a cat hides. All right. Sometimes slow moving. When I watched that video, that cat was kind of sneaking around. So I also put sneaky. Another thing I put is cats can sometimes be frisky. You know what frisky means? It means they can move fast, and they might kind of claw at you or be a little bit wild at times. Okay, so that's a little bit frisky. I also put in the video the cat was gray and white, but cats can be a lot of different colors. So those are a few things that tell about cats. Now, let's move to the other side and let's talk about some things that tell about fog. So again, you're going to hit pause on the video and I want you to use your little Post-its and write down some words that tell about fog, words that describe fog. Okay. Now that you have your words ready that tell about fog, go ahead and stick them in. I came up with a few and I picked thick, because fog can be thick. And I picked low, because fog can be low to the ground. And I picked wet. Fog usually, not always, but forms most often over water. Okay, it's a very wet. It's kind of like water in the air. So it's kind of a wet, wispy feel. I have also from the video noticed that fog really hides things, and that kind of goes with low, because I remember seeing the tops of the videos, or sorry, the tops of the buildings, not the videos. What am I thinking? And another thing that I picked is mysterious. Right? And you can add some of my things if you want to, or you can just stick with yours. That's okay. Either way. Now, we've talked about words that describe fog. We've talked about words that describe cats. Now we're going to look at these words and we're going to see if any of these words could tell about both fog and cats. And those things we're going to move into the middle. It overlaps. Okay, so let's look. Cats are furry. Okay. Is fog furry? I don't know if I'd say fog is furry. It doesn't really feel furry, right? But, this one's kind of interesting because cats hide, and over here I have fog hides things. So that's kind of alike. So we could kind of, and you know what, cats also can hide things as well. I know that my cats sometimes have hidden their toys, or maybe they've just lost them. But we can, that's something that I think we could probably put in the middle. Another thing, cats, slow moving. Now wait a minute. Could fog also be considered slow moving? What do you think? Yeah, have you ever seen clouds moving really slowly? Fog does the same thing. Eventually it kind of blows away after a while. So that could definitely go in the middle. Frisky. I wouldn't say, yeah, clouds or fog can definitely, I wouldn't say it's definitely not frisky. That doesn't really work. What about sneaky? What do you think? Could that work? Could you say that fog is kind of sneaky? I think it does. Okay, because it kind of sneaks in slowly. Also, could fog be kind of gray and white? Like the cat? Yeah, I think so. I think that works also. And mysterious? Okay, so fog can be kind of mysterious. Can cats be kind of mysterious? Yeah, I think they can be. All right. Wet. Now, when I think cats, I don't think wet. So I think that's just something that's only going to stay in the fog side. We're getting so many in our center section here. We're going to have to double up. Low. When when cats sneak, they kind of sneak low to the ground, kind of like Fog does. So I could put that in the middle. Thick. Well, cats might kind of have thick hair, but when I think cats, I don't really think thick. So I think I'll leave thick over here. So do the same thing with your post-it notes, all right? And you can see that there are actually a lot of things that both Fog and cats have in common. So look at that. Fog and cats are alike in many ways. So maybe that helps you understand why Carl Sandburg decided to compare Fog and cats. Because even though they're two completely different things in completely different groups, there are some ways that they are very alike. There are also ways in which they are very different, which works really well when you're writing a poem. If these are kind of loose, before you turn this in to your teacher, take a little bit of glue and glue these on so that they're not falling off. Glue them on where they belong. Or if you would rather move the Post-it notes and just write the words in, and here I could put sneaks low to the ground. Mysterious. So if you want to just write in the words and throw away the little Post-it notes, that is fine too. You're going to be looking at this Venn diagram again in lesson 4. Have a good day. Bye.